In the chaos of World War II, Japan built a secret facility in Manchuria. To outsiders, it looked harmless, just another water treatment plant. But behind the fences and locked doors was something far more sinister. Its true name was Unit 731. And what happened there remains one of the darkest secrets in human history. Inside, thousands of prisoners, men, women, even children, were brought in. They weren't treated as humans. To the doctors of Unit 731, they were simply test subjects. And what followed can only be described as pure horror disguised as science. Some victims were cut open alive. Without anesthesia, surgeons dissected them to watch how organs worked in real time. They wanted to see the beating heart, the pumping lungs, the moving intestines, all while the victim was still breathing. Imagine the terror of knowing every slice of the scalpel was recorded as research. Others were subjected to experiments with the cold. Prisoners were locked in freezing chambers until their skin turned hard as stone. Then boiling water was poured over them, just to measure how quickly the flesh peeled away. It wasn't about survival. It was about documenting suffering. Diseases became another weapon. Victims were deliberately infected with plague, cholera, syphilis, and anthrax. Pregnant women were targeted on purpose. Once the infection spread to their unborn babies, doctors cut them open to study how disease passed from mother to child. To them, pain meant data. And the cruelty didn't stop at individuals. Entire villages were exposed to biological weapons. Fleas carrying plague were dropped from planes. Wells were poisoned. Crops were contaminated. Thousands died so Japan could test the power of biological warfare. By 1945, as Japan faced defeat, Unit 731 destroyed almost all of its evidence. Buildings were blown up. Records were burned. Prisoners were executed to silence witnesses. But fragments of the truth survived. Survivors whispered about the nightmare, and investigators uncovered just enough to prove that Unit 731 was real. Here's the chilling part. Many of the doctors and scientists responsible never faced justice. Instead, the United States secretly granted them immunity in exchange for their research data. In the early days of the Cold War, their knowledge of biological weapons was considered too valuable to waste, so men who had committed atrocities walked free, their crimes buried under politics. Today, Unit 731 is remembered as one of the most terrifying examples of human cruelty in the name of science. Some call it worse than the Nazi experiments. Yet outside of Asia, many people barely know it existed, so ask yourself this. If a facility like this could exist, hidden in plain sight, disguised as something as ordinary as a water plant, how many other places in